Welcome everyone and welcome to the room tour of P&O's Ventura. We are on A12 301, which is A for Australia, 12 for the deck and 301 for the room. Now this is a disabled access room, disability room, whatever you want to call it, and just give you a quick tour because I haven't seen many of these videos up, and it would be handy to know. I'd like to have seen it before I come on this cruise, but there you go. So hopefully just to give you an idea. So straight away we come in, this is the door. They give you a magnet which says "Gone Exploring," which you put on, and they know they can clean the room when you're back in, taking it easy, and they know to not disturb you. This is where I put my mobility scooter. See if the camera will track me. There we go. Yeah, this is where I put it. Sometimes I fold it up. I've got an unusual scooter, which others are bigger than this. I suppose you could put it elsewhere in the room. You're not allowed to leave it outside because the corridors are so tiny. People were leaving buggies out for their children, and I couldn't get through, and none of the room hostess trolleys could get through. And I'm pretty sure it's written somewhere that you say you're not going to leave stuff out. Even down to room service, people were leaving their stuff outside, and to tell you the truth, it really cuts down on how you can get past. So please bear that in mind. So leaving your scooter outside is a no-no. Even down to leaving it near the lifts, they don't want you to. It's got to be in your room. Also, if you're going to take one of these bad boys, not this in particular, but if you're going to take a motorized or a manual wheelchair, you've got to inform P&O. And Wifey tells me that you email them, and then you have to have a phone call with them to let them know. Otherwise you just can't come on board with it. They'll flat out say you can't even come on the cruise. So please get in contact with P&O and let them know you're bringing one, because you also have to book an evac crew, which that's what it comes down to. I think 2 to 3 people come to your room to know to collect me, to know that to make me safe. Even though I am able to walk, my disability is I can't walk very far. I can't do the mileage, but I can, like in an emergency, I can obviously, make myself mobile in the fact that I can get off the ship. I'll just pay for it later with the pain. But that's the reason why you have to book an evac crew. And it is really important. Now, P&O are really hot on this, but I'm pretty sure it's coming in as a maritime law. But I just wanted to make you aware that if you come on board and you're coming on with a motorised or a manual scooter or wheelchair, you do have to get in contact with P&O. Now, walkers and a walking stick, they're fine. You don't have to get in contact with them. It's just these. But enough said about that. So we come to the wardrobes. Wardrobes. This is your hanging. Please excuse the mess. Now it does come with this bar, but there's another bar up there which you can hook down if you're wheelchair bound, and you hook into this one so it's more accessible, which is a really good idea, and I really thank them for doing that. Luckily I don't have to use it just for now, but one time in my life I'm probably going to have to. In here we have a safe. Now I do suggest, even if you don't use the safe, to lock it, because when you're out at sea this thing goes bang against this cupboard. So we don't really use that, but yeah, we have locked it just to stop it banging. Places for your clothes, some towels, and obviously your life jackets, and I think that's a throw for the bed. Just coming in here quickly, you've got your space up there, Wife uses that. I can't really put my arms up there, but I hang my stuff, and you've got some stuff down the bottom. I won't show you that because it's dirty clothes and my meds. Here we've got some tea and coffee making facilities. I'll bring you down. Come on, camera boy. Tea, coffee making facilities here, which is, you know, if you're English, very good idea. And this is an English ship, so yeah, they did think of everything, which is, it's a nice touch. In here, you have a fridge. Now I've been storing my cans and my bottles in here. I take cans out to have, because I have the sugar-free, I have dietary ones, I have an energy drink that you would just not get anywhere. So I bring them on board. What's good about that, P&O, there's no weight limit on, so there's no amount of drinks that you can't bring. I'm not too sure about alcohol though. I think it's 2 bottles at any one time. So if you bring 2 bottles on and you drink them and you go off and you buy some duty free, I don't know if they collect it, or I don't know. I'm not into alcohol, so really look into that. I can't comment. But in the fridge, you've got a shelf here and space down there. I use the space down there because I found that putting things up there, they roll when the ship moves. It's not very cold, I've got to say. When I put the drinks in, they were probably colder than when they come out. So there is no temperature thing to turn it up and down. I just think that's how it is. I don't know if it's to conserve energy or batteries for the ship or whatever. I'm not too sure, so really don't know on that one. Next, the cans that are not in the fridge go in there, and we've got some crisps and biscuits, but I haven't really eaten them because you get so much with the ship. Goes in there. Right, the most important thing, if you're a vlogger like me, or if you like your gadgets, you do get 2 UK plugs. 2 UK plugs, which is awesome because you don't have to use those stupid adapters that fall out and whatever have you. Unfortunately, they're the only 2 you get. So if you like charging your phone up by your bed, it ain't gonna happen. Me and Wifey, luckily we've got power banks, so we charge them up here and use them at the bedside, which, you know, it worked, but it was a struggle. But there you go. Right, what else? We've got a TV, 4x3 TV. I didn't even know they made these in flat screens. No, the only time this has been on is when we walked in the room and it was playing the how to put on your life jacket. We have not touched it, and I don't know, there's just nothing on it, to be honest with you. You do get a camera of the front of the ship. It gives you a bit of info, but like other cruises, it'd be nice if they broadcast what's going on in the theatres and stuff like that and put it on screen. So, well, there you go. Might do it on other P&O ships, I don't know, but they certainly don't do it here. Okay, there is an absolute plethora of mirrors. You've got one here, which I really don't, well, you've got another one to the side of it here as well. I really don't know why. It's not needed. You've also got one full length, which you always need a full length for her, you know, getting the frock, and it's just saying if you are wheelchair bound you can see yourself as well, which is awesome. So there's one there, there's a massive one behind the bed, and I'll show you that next, and there's one in the bathroom which we will get to. So I've got to rearrange the camera because I have no camera boy, camera girl, whatever have you. This is just AI and stuff like that. I'm doing it. I'm trying something new. Also, you'll know that we bring a little bit of Disney. See if you can spot all the Disney creatures. We use, if you watch my vlog, which I'll put down in the description, you'll see that we wear these on our shoulders and why we do it. Be back in a sec. Okay, so we come to my side of the bed. The bed, to be honest, to give it marks out of 7, I give this a 2. I'm suffering with it. It's a single mattress and another single mattress put together, but it's springy and I can't get on with it at all. That's just me, that's my experience. It's absolutely killing me, and can't wait to get back to my own bed. But then my bed is a Tempur bed, which is, you know, absolutely fantastic for my needs. Over here you got a lamp. This is the mirror I was on about. You got a mirror that covers the whole bedroom, so if you're in bed and you look in the mirror, you can look behind you. You can just see everywhere. I'm not too sure why it's needed. I'm guessing it's to make the room look bigger than what it actually is, but it is a fairly big room. You also have this gap here. I sometimes put my trainers in here just to keep them away and off the floor. You get 4 drawers, but they are really hard to open, especially for an accessible room. I think that's a bit of a problem. But you get 4 of those each side. You get the same that side. I'll show you in a minute. Now this was Wifey's side. Wifey says she's actually had some nice sleeps, so it really does. I think it depends on you. I think it really depends on how you get on. Everyone's back's different. Some people like a firmer mattress, like myself. I'd rather sleep on the floor really than sleep on this. That's just me. I like a hard surface to lay on. It is just me. But again, here is the other side. You get a phone that has rung, but there's been no one on the other end of it. The first week of our holiday, that was ringing quite a lot. We can only think that it was ringing, and they see if we pick up to see if we're out of the room. But it would be nice for the other person to just sort of say something rather than just dead air. And we have had a random person ring and ask for someone completely not in the room, so they've got the wrong number. But hey ho. You can see Wifey's got her collection of shoes. She's got her 4 drawers. I think she said they're hard to open for her as well. So if you open them up at night to get your pills or whatever your other partner's asleep, you probably aren't going to wake them because they are hard to open. So just coming back to the other side, in this corner we have got a table, but I tuck this underneath because we don't sit in that. We'd rather sit outside. You get 2 chairs. I'm guessing this one is for your desk. If I had a laptop, that would probably be a comfortable seat. This one, I'm guessing, is just, we normally put our clothes the night before on there, or as you can see, we've got towels, or there might be a bag stuck on there. We've cleaned it up a little bit, obviously, for the room tour, but we like it, the lived-in look. You have another mirror, like I say. I guess you can do your makeup if you're inclined that way, or if the missus likes doing her makeup, you could do that. There is in here a hairdryer with a USA plug. Now the USA plug, I noticed there's a USA plug here which you can use. I'm guessing they use that to stop the wattage and blowing the system, because obviously Americans use the 110 whereas we use the 240. You get your standard bin, which is emptied every day, which brings us to the bathroom. Okay, so the bathroom is just by the front door. Nice big door to get into, which I appreciate. Just use a door stop the door swinging, because we are on a sea day. So space for your towels. Let me bring you in close. Okay, so your bathroom. You've got your walk-in shower, which I'll see if I can get the camera down. This is quite slippery. I've slipped a couple of times in here, but handily they give you a bath mat, a rubber bath mat. Now I wonder if they know because this floor's slippery, or I wonder if it's just because it's a disabled room. I don't normally see them in disabled rooms, so not too sure. I don't know if it's just a P&O thing or whether it's a standard thing that they now have to do, but also with these handrails it is really, really handy, because obviously right now I'm going to struggle to get up. But having those handles really does help. So standard shower, it's a nice shower. It does go hot and cold sometimes, so you've got to really watch and kind of regulate the temperature yourself. Obviously your shower curtain. You have a washing line. You have your standard throne. That's normally where our towels are, but obviously we've used them today, so we've hung them on the back wall. Again, you've got, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see it just roughly. You have got another mirror, so plenty of mirrors, places to put your toiletries and stuff. But other than that, yeah, it's your standard bathroom. It's quite a nice bathroom, a walk-in bathroom, which I really do appreciate, because stepping over, I fell out quite a few times just in a standard room in a standard shower, because I just can't lift my legs up. It's really bad, but that is because of the fibro. On to the next. And for the last bit, I'm going to take you outside. You've got a nice slope here and a slope just outside, but trying to open this door is like a puzzle. There's a knack to it. We've learnt it, but it's really difficult, and you can hear people have not learnt the knack, and they're clanging for like 5 minutes trying to get the thing open. It is really difficult. It's not very intuitive, but I suppose it works. So let's go outside. And that brings us outside. Now, you don't have a lot of space, but what you've got is quite a big space, to be honest with you. There's enough for 2 lounges. These lay back, and you've also got a stool underneath for your legs. And to be honest, they're quite nice and relaxing. To be honest, you get 2 of those, and you also get a chair. You also get a table, which you can fly over, put your drinks on, or put your drinks down the side. Now down here, it's quite a hard plastic. I've come out here barefoot. It's not that bad. I'm guessing it's to drain all the water and stuff like that if you're wet from the swimming pool or whatever, from the shower or rain. There you go. You know, it just drains away. It's not hard. It is a hard surface, but it's not hard on your feet. And there you go. Yeah, I mean, like I say, let's bring you over here. You've got there's quite a big range, and it really is a nice place. Even today, there's a bit of breeze, but it is sunny, and it's quite warm. So just, you know, if you're done hanging out or whatever, you want a break, it is a nice place to be, isn't it?
Yeah. And this is actually quite a good example of the different shape of our room compared to the general one, because this would be the end of the room on an ordinary balcony room.
What, from there?
So you get from there up to this pillar, and going inside, that's how much extra room we've got because we're an accessible room.
So you've got another, would you say a metre?
Yeah, a little over a metre.
Yeah. So you've got a spare metre, which I would say, if you both lounged out, that really is helpful, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you couldn't pull out, lay out. And something about the chairs that I wanted to mention, one of our fellow cruisers has been sleeping out here on hers. She's been laying the 2 out together because her parents got fed up with her in the room because she was snoring.
You know who you are, Gemma.
Hey, I wasn't going to name and shame.
Don't worry, Gemma's a good egg. She'll know. She'll be in the comments. But that's the room tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get an idea of what a disabled room's all about, and hopefully it might help someone, and if it does, that's what I'm all about. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to watch the full vlog of the P&O Ventura, I will have links down in the description. If you haven't done already, please give us that thumbs up. If you haven't liked it, give us that thumbs down But if you're going to do that, at least have the decency to tell me why you thumbed it down. Also, subscribe. It's absolutely free. And I won't nag you like other people. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. And just remember, never give up. So, just a bit behind the scenes. What I did want to bring across to you was I couldn't get my suitcase underneath the bed because we've got some special objects. Let's find out what they are, shall we? We've got more towels. I don't know why these are put under the bed, but we've also got another one. Yes, we also have a load of toilet brushes with toilet buckets and weird earrings, I guess? I don't know. But yeah, why they're under there I don't know. And extra glasses or tumblers. And I don't really know what they are, little dishes. Really don't know what they're for. But yes, I don't really think that's something I, as the end user, should be seeing, but that's why I can't put my suitcase underneath the bed. There you go. Let me know if you've stayed on P&O cruise lines before and you've come across this. I mean, it may be something that is the norm, I don't know. Maybe it's just something that I've never seen before, but there you go. A bit behind the scenes there.